I take, about the ankles I break, about the hits that I make, it's just more to the game. It's more to the game. It's just more to the game. It's just more to the game.
What's good, everybody? It's Big Trey. Today I got a nice segment for you today on the Off Ball Podcast. We got some guests with me, some people that I met at Hampton University. We got K'Lynn Willis Trey Houston, AJ Astroth, and Austin Colbert. We're going to be doing a little debate. How good was Scottie Pippen? You know, this started on Twitter. Guys really disrespecting the GOATs and the legends, AJ specifically. And so we decided to bring you here to this podcast. So we'll start off with AJ. Tell me, your take on how good Scottie Pippen was.
First of all, I hope y'all are all doing all right, man, with everything going on, man. First and foremost, man. Austin, I ain't seen you in a while, my dog. You looking good over there, bro. But look, listen, this is all I really want to say about this, bro, because I think what y'all were doing was taking it out of context. Scottie Pippen is a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking away from that. He's arguably top 50 all-time player. But in essence, he was just overrated. Like, everything he had was because Jordan got him there. And we've seen in the documentary all the times he was, he had a chance to kind of be his own man and he folded. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all hoopers, so we know how that shit goes as far as a guy not being able to be counted on. You know what I'm saying? So Big Trey was talking about his all defensive teams and first team, and all that is cool, but you got to think of the era that he played in. Him and Jordan were ahead of their time, but Jordan was clearly better than Scottie. When you talk in terms of pure talent, it's not far off. You know what I'm saying? You got to get an edge based on career accolades to Pippen. But if you're talking about just a pure talent perspective and ability to score the basketball, I think that he's crazy underrated. You know what I mean? People say that there's no Jordan without Pippen. I disagree with that. I think you replace him with any other above average athlete and you still get the same results from Jordan.
Well, wow. Go ahead, Austin.
But we were talking about this on Twitter, and A had said that he had said something along the lines about being a glue guy or whatever like that. And I think a lot of that role is very underappreciated. We all need that as far as the camaraderie, the good cohesiveness, the glue guy. You know how important that role is for us as you've seen it with Keem. Hey, I felt some type of way because I feel like in a lot of ways you was a lot of a glue guy for us. You know what I mean? It's that experience that and that those intangibles, because not everybody is born with that. You know what I'm saying?
That makes you a 1A guy, though.
I mean, but you factor that in when Scottie Pippen could get to, you know what I mean? He could go get a bucket too, though. What are you saying? He took 18 mil. And when he was, you know what I'm saying?
Deservingly. Deservingly.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
He was 1-2. He was at the time. And to conclude what I say, bro. Scottie Pippen was at the time the second best player in the league.
What are we paying him for?
Basically, I agree with AJ.
Thank you.
In the sense of, like, I think he was because he played with MJ. I do believe if you put MJ with almost above average, athletic guy, he does the same thing. But at the same time, like AJ said, I'm not taking away his talent, right? I'm not saying he's trash.
Exactly.
I think he's top 50. Arguably one of the best small forwards. I give him all that, but
top 5.
Come on.
But is he even a top 5 small forward? But keep going, okay? I don't really cut you off.
But I think he's overrated just because of the role he played with MJ. He was a great backup guy. I mean, when he was by himself, he folded.
I need a pen and paper.
Wow.
I'm just that's how I feel about it. I don't think he had like crazy handles, nothing I've never seen. He didn't have a crazy shot. His athleticism wasn't nothing I've ever seen. I mean, he's overrated. I do believe he's overrated, but I'm not saying he's trash, though. I'm not saying he's trash.
I'm somewhat in the middle, but if I had to pick a side, I'm gonna go with Austin. I don't think you could just take any old guy and, get the same result. Now, let me say this too, though. Like, without Scottie, that's an entirely different team. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Mike could have won without him. Sure. But that's a whole different dynamic of that team. In fact, you guys saw in the documentary, Mike was struggling guarding Magic until they put Scottie on him. So, you guys say, flip him up with an above average athlete and you get the same result. But the defensive anchor that Scottie Pippen was for that team, like, you can't take that away. You can't just replace that with a guy like Rudy Gay and get that same result. Nothing against Rudy Gay, though, but at the same time,
What?
At the same time, like, this is Scottie Pippen. Like, Scottie played with anybody else, we may not even be talking about him. But at the same time, he benefited from that situation. And he was a key part of that team and played a key role in them winning.
And it's blasphemy. Like I don't know. Maybe it's the ESPN propaganda that you guys take in. Michael Jordan was not a perfect basketball player. Like, literally, Pippen did everything that Michael Jordan was not, like, great at. Like, facilitating, being that big wing defender, rebounding the ball. Like, he was everything that Michael Jordan needed in a sidekick. And without Pippen, I can't say that MJ goes 6-0 in his finals or whatever. He is key to how that whole thing works. It's a team sport anyway, but he is key to how Michael Jordan was able to dominate because he was doing all the things that Michael Jordan wasn't great at.
Okay, the Rudy Gay might be a stretch, although for the record, Rudy Gay averaged more points than Scottie Pippen, and it was just a better score, just a better. Different era players get better, we know that they get better down the road. So, I mean, if you replace them with a Rudy Gay, who knows? They might win 8. You know what I mean? So we don't know that. But I'll leave it at this, though, in the fact that, like, can you imagine if, like, you know what I'm saying, the best player on your team leaves, right, and you're next in line. So you go through a whole season, like, being the man, right? Everybody's looking to you. You finally get your shot in the playoffs to make it stamp, like, I can carry my own team. I'm 1A. You know what I'm saying? And the man who's won already chips in every level thinks you're not the best fit to take over the game down the stretch. We're gonna go with the foreigner, Tony Kukoc, mind you, who shit the bed in the Olympics against. He saw the Monstars and shit the bed, right? So let's not forget about that. But he decides to go with Kukoc, right? He puts the ball, not even for Scottie to facilitate, right? He puts the ball in Kukoc's hand to make a play, whether shooter, pass, or whatever in the final stretch. I think that speaks volumes on how different they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could be a Hall of Famer and be a glue guy at the same time and you could still be overrated. That's what I'm saying.
What did Scottie Pippen accomplish without Jordan versus what did Jordan accomplish without Scottie Pippen? Can you look at it both sides? Like, you can say that Pippen wasn't, as great and all this stuff compared to, other people that came along. But, like, Pippen was able to be the best player on a team that got to a Game 7 of a conference finals without Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen never got to the conference finals.
You kidding me?
He knew that Rodman, none of them. Like, it's a whole different team. It's not just Scottie that was missing, So that's a stretch.
Right.
You're reaching.
Right.
I'm still on the train of Scottie being top 5 of all time, man.
Top 5 what? Top 5 what?
Top 5 small forward, bro.
He's not top 5 of his position, though, Austin.
Give your top 5 small forwards, like, right now, off the top of your head. Since Jordan came to the league, I feel like that's no, not yet. That's iffy when we go to like that. But since Jordan came to the league,
okay,
I can name 5 better, but y'all go ahead.
LeBron, Kawhi, KD, Giannis, taking Pippen over Giannis. Because every time he comes to the playoffs, he can't win. They have the best record in the league. They've had the best record in the league.
He's a 4.
We'll put Giannis in the 4. We'll put Giannis at
the 4.
Okay. But you're still wrong. But we'll put Giannis at the 4.
Scottie Pippen's top 5.
Let's go, AJ. Go, you're 5, AJ.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Austin was right. LeBron, KD, Larry Bird, Kawhi.
I said
Yeah,
Kawhi.
and then I'll even put Paul Pierce above Scottie Pippen, bro.
I agree. When I really think about it, because I just watched a Paul Pierce little snippet on Twitter, because they were doing a lot of bashing about him because he's talking crazy. You're not gonna lie, but I just watched a little snippet, and I think a lot of people, we forget how good he was. The truth for a reason.
Go ahead, Trey.
The thing for me is that small forwards weren't really even looked at as really crucial until more recently. So, like, historically, there's not a whole lot that are really elite small forwards. So I'm gonna go, Bron, KD. So yeah, I'm taking Bron, KD, Kawhi. I'll throw Paul Pierce in there as well, and
For
I got to
sure.
get Scottie at 5. Scotty's 5 for me.
Are we talking about just player, or are we talking about because T-Mac? Like, are we talking about like?
Let me get my 5.
Go ahead.
All right, so obviously number 1 is LeBron. I don't think you can really argue that. Then I'm going KD, just based off his talent. Then I'll go Larry. I mean, he won 3. He's the best white guy of all time.
Dynasty.
Right, guy.
4. I'm not gonna put Kawhi in my top 5 just because I feel like he needs to prove himself. He hasn't had a solidified run yet, in my opinion.
Wow. You kidding?
So
Wow. I'm glad it's recorded. I'm happy this is recorded.
I go Scottie 4. And 5, I go T-Mac.
You put him as a small forward?
Yeah, I'm putting him as a 2. That's the only.
He is 2. He is 2 guard.
3, Scotty's dead.
What you think about Vince Carter? Same thing? Him and Vince are 2 guards?
This is a 3 for sure.
Whoa, this Scotty's moving down to like 10 at this point.
Yeah, Scotty's top 10, bro. Scotty's top 10, bro.
T-Mac over Scotty. I'm taking T-Mac over Scotty any day.
Yeah, I'm taking T-Mac over
T-Mac
Scotty,
over
man.
Scotty
I
any
put
day.
Scotty above T-Mac just because of the rings.
Are we talking about Scotty's best attribute is to guard the other team's best player, and that makes him top 5?
Playmake, bro.
He was
He's
also
not a playmaker.
He was a
He got all the Bulls.
led the team in assists.
He's got all the assist records for the Bulls.
I get all that.
Bro, he wasn't. I'm not giving him play.
It's in the triangle, though, bro. It's not like he's coming down the court, ISOing and making a play, though, fam.
I agree. I can't give him playmaker. That's a reach. Come on.
Oh,
he wasn't like, come on, bro.
All above average players can average 4 assists a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just off the strength of the attention they draw, the flow of the game, bro. Like, you can get your boy an easy layup.
The rankings I'm putting Scotty in is the rankings of best number 2 players of all time and best glue guys of all time. I can't put him in the discussion of best player of any category of all time. I can't do it, bro. He didn't show us enough. He never dominated.
I mean, but part of being a good player is, finding your way to fit in a system.
The next question is, how do you think the 17 Warriors would have fared against the 96 Bulls?
So you want to answer in the 7 game, who we taking?
Yeah.
In 7?
Tell them what you said first.
If the series is going to game 7.
Tell them what you said first, Big Trey.
I heard sweep.
That blasphemy. That blasphemy.
Am I tripping? Did he not say sweep?
They literally would not be able to keep up with the pace. They won't be able to score as much. Just the style of play would literally not be they would not be able to sustain whatever they did in '96 in today's style of basketball. You look at their bench. Their bench players would not be able to play in that game at all. I don't know anybody on that bench that would be able to guard Steph Curry in a pick and roll. Literally, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Those are the only 3 players that even could be on the court against them. This is how I see it. This is how I see the game.
Bro, Ron Harper is a pretty good defender, bro.
I was just about to say that, Austin. I was just about to say that, bro.
Yeah, Ron Harper, Ron Harper, cool. But the bigs, no, out of there.
But a sweep is just a sweep is just ridiculous, though, bro.
It is extremely.
Sweep is ridiculous. I can't say who will win. I can't say who will win, but if you think about Dennis Rodman matching up with Draymond Green, I like Dennis Rodman. I got Michael Jordan on Steph or Clay, either one. I got Pippen on KD. I got Ron Harper. I'd probably start him on Clay, and then I'll take my chances with the bench. You know what I mean? Like, but I think Jordan and Pippen can steal one, or at least two, bro.
But you got to think about this. In today's game, you don't get to choose who defends those players. You're going to have to switch. Because if you don't switch, they're going to get off 3 after 3. Like the Houston Rockets were the only team that could really get them a run for their money because they were able to switch 1 through 5, take away all the off-ball screens, eliminate the pick and roll, and make it a one-on-one game. They've never seen anything like that.
Hard
They
alone.
never played against a team that shot that many threes. They ran that type of offense that you had to switch onto. They've never seen anything like it.
If you think Jordan is going for Steph shimmy in every fucking 3 he hits, yo, you think he's
Scottie too, yeah. Scottie too. Are we hand checking?
No.
Facts.
And then whoever Mike is guarding, I mean.
So you giving Michael Jordan? You can't touch Michael Jordan? That what you telling me?
I mean, no, you can't.
Mike is 70.
And Michael can't steal one by himself if you can't touch him.
They're gonna double. They're gonna force guys to shoot threes that they can't hit. Like it's not.
AI stole one against Shaq and Kobe.
You say what?
AI stole one against Shaq and Kobe, bro.
Right.
He did. He did almost steal one. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to respond to that?
Yeah. you the only one saying sweet. I mean, I'm with everybody else, man. I can't say it'd be a sweep. Nah, personally, I do think the Warriors would win, but I don't think it'd be a sweep by any means.
I said your top 5 all time. Number 1.
Okay.
I got 1A, 1B.
No. Just pick 1 and 2. I don't need all that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Because because everyone probably already knows, but I give Jordan the edge in greatness because of his accomplishments. But I think LeBron is a better basketball player. That's my opinion. I know you might not agree, but that's how I see it. So I got 1A, 1B. It's being Jordan and Bron. 3, I got Cole. 4, I got Shaq. And 5, my 5th. I think my 5th is Magic.
My 5, I would say Bron, Bean.
Whoa.
And this is in order.
Yeah, you wild.
Hey, yo.
This is in order. And you can take this to the bank. Bron, Bean, MJ, Shaq, and I'm gonna throw Steph in there.
Steph.
I'm throwing Steph, bro.
Yo.
I'm throwing Steph in there.
Yo.
And as Steph Curry, what?
Bro, that's
You cancel. I ain't gonna lie.
no, I can't say Steph. He
You
hasn't
better
done
go
enough.
with KD.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I forgot KD. All right, my bad. I switched that
Steph's
out.
never even been the best player in the league, bro.
Bro, Steph Curry is insane. Are you kidding me? You're not watching what I'm watching, bro.
He's never been the best player in the league, though.
He hasn't.
He hasn't.
Bro,
I'll take KD though.
I'm taking KD, bro. I'm taking KD over. I put KD 5.
KD hasn't done enough. KD hasn't done enough for me.
Right. Hasn't he?
If KD was on the Bulls instead of Jordan, do you think he would have 6?
Yo,
I mean, bro, KD's different.
Yeah.
KD's different. I gotta say, yeah. I
So,
gotta say,
okay,
yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah,
I gotta say,
I
yeah.
would agree.
He's like
They
that.
might have a little more.
Yeah.
He's like that, bro.
I gotta say, yeah.
We all can agree that we all agree.
You put a top 5. You put any top 5 player in place of Jordan, I still think they get rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, KD. I think even if you put Kawhi in that position, I still think they get rings, yo.
That's fair.
I'm going Mike 1, Kobe 2, MJ 3. I'm my fault. LeBron 3, 4 going Shaq. My 5th, it alters, you know. Sometimes I want to go Magic, maybe Will. It really differs, you know. Yeah, that's
That
it.
man
It's
Wilt
like,
ran the 100-yard dash in under 10 seconds. You
Yo,
kidding me?
Hey, you seen that? Yo.
You kidding me? With a 52-inch vert.
it was different though. So yeah, I think. But those four is a lot. You know, I think MJ's 1, Kobe 2, Bron 3, Shaq, then whoever your favorite is after that. I think.
If we're talking about somebody is a complete replica of somebody in a better era, how are they not the better player? I don't understand that argument. So I gotta go Bean number 1. I gotta go.
Listen, he stole his talent from the NBA.
I gotta go. Yeah. I gotta go Jordan 2. I think LeBron has a chance to be number 2, and number 1, to be honest. But I just can't put him. I can't put him 1 or 2 yet, just because I want him to finish his career out, see what he does. So LeBron 3. I gotta go Shaq the Diesel 4. 5 is tough. I might have to put Kareem or Wilt at 5 though. Like you said, it's a toss up.
Jordan 1. I got Braun at the 2. I'm gonna take Kareem 3. Kobe 4.
Whoa!
And Magic 5.
I can't even argue against Kareem just because he's an all-time.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to argue against Kareem, bro. It's
Got the
tough.
most buckets. It's been a great time catching up with these guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know, stay tuned for more coming in the future. Appreciate it.